Hi everyone, today we're going to do lesson 8.6, telling time to the nearest 5 minutes. Let's look at the learning target. I can tell time to the nearest 5 minutes. Let's review the vocabulary. The words are analog clock and nearest 5 minutes. Let's move on to the lesson. Today we're going to begin with the problem of the day. Mrs. Ayers wants to buy an eraser for 65 cents. How many different ways can she use nickels, dimes, or quarters to make 65 cents? Show each way, tell how you know. I am going to give you a few minutes to solve the problem, and then we will review it together. So boys and girls, you can pause this video and check your answer to see if you have it correct. Let's look at the first example. We want to see how many quarters, nickels, and dimes could make 65 cents. So let's try the first one. We're going to have 2 quarters, 1 dime, and 1 nickel equals 4 coins. Let's take a look at the second one. We're going to have 2 quarters, no dimes, and 3 nickels equal 5 coins. Let's take a look at another one. We're going to have 1 quarter, 4 dimes, and no nickels equals 5 coins. Let's look at one more. We're going to have 1 quarter, 3 dimes, 1 nickel equal 5 coins. Let's see how boys and girls we come up with our answer. Let's take a look at the first one. So 1 quarter is equal to 25 cents. So if we have 2 quarters, then we have 50 cents. Then 1 dime is equal to 10 cents. So if we add 10 cents to 50 cents, we have 60 cents. A nickel is equal to 5 cents. So if we have 60 cents plus 5 cents, then we have 65 cents. That's how we're able to use the combination of quarters, nickels, and dimes to get 65 cents. Let's take a look at another example. We have 2 quarters, and as we said earlier, that a quarter is equal to 25 cents. So if we have 2 quarters, then we have 50 cents. Then we have 3 nickels, and a nickel, we say again, is equal to 5 cents. So 3 times 5 is 15, or 5 plus 5 plus 5 is equal to 15. So therefore, 50 cents plus 15 cents is equal to 65 cents. Let's take a look at one more. So we have 1 quarter. Again, a quarter is 25 cents. So we have 1 quarter plus 40 cents. That makes 65 cents. And so, boys and girls, if you have any of these combinations, your answer is correct. Let's take a look at another example. Today we're going to look at telling time to the nearest 5 minutes. You notice that there is a clock. It's called an analog clock. We're going to look at the clock. It has a minute hand and an hour hand. Boys and girls, the clock tells time in spans of 5 minutes. So from 12 to 1 is equal to 5 minutes. From 1 to 2, another 5 minutes, and so forth. So let's count them all together. Let's go back from the 12, and we're going to count all the way to come back to the 12. So we're going to say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. We make one revolution, and that's equal to 1 hour. So 60 minutes, boys and girls, is equal to 1 hour. So let's look at our key information. We have the minute hand and the hour hand, and we know that 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. And we know that from the 12 to the 1 is equal to 5 minutes. And there's a 5-minute span between each number. Let's move on. Now, we're going to see if we can find the time for 4:40. But before we do that, let's review again the hour hand and the minute hand. The hour hand is in blue and the minute hand is in red. And if you take a careful look, you will notice that the hour hand is a little bit shorter than the minute hand. And remember that the hour hand tells the hour of the day, and the minute hand tells the minute after the hour or before the hour. So let's see if we can do 4:40. We are going to first locate our hour hand. So we're going to put our hour hand on the 4, which is 4 o'clock. Then we're going to start with our minute hand. We're going to start from the 12 and we're going to count in increments of 5 to get to 40 minutes. So let's begin. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So it stops on the 8. So therefore, it shows us 4:40. It's on the 8. That shows us 4:40. Let's look at another example. We are going to find the time for 3:25. Again, we're going to start with our hour hand. So we're going to put our hour hand on the 3. And then we are going to count until we get to 25. We're going to begin at the 12 and we go increments of 5. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We land on the 5. So we're going to put our minute hand on the 5. And that shows 3:25, or we can say 25 minutes after 3. Let's look at another example. This time, we are going to tell the time that is stated on the analog clock. So we know how to read our clock. We know that the short hand is the hour hand and the long hand is the minute hand. So we're going to locate where our short hand is, or hour hand. So it shows that the short hand is on 1. So that means 1 o'clock. Now we're going to see how many minutes after 1. So we're going to go back to the 12 and we're going to count again. So let's count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So that shows us that the time is 1:40, or we could say 40 minutes after 1. Now, boys and girls, we have come to the end of our lesson for today. I hope you enjoyed it and stay safe. Thank you.